Well, a very good evening on the 1st of December. I'm not making a... That's the 1st of December 2023, of course. I'm not making a long vlog, but I just wanted to check on what's happening in Yakutsk, in Russia. Quite a cold place to stay. And I'm sure you can probably see that Sunday the 3rd of December, just a couple of days away, well, things are certainly chilling down a wee bit in that part of the world. I mean, it seems to be the only place that the temperature starts to, it's minus 37, minus 40, minus 43, minus 45 by 9 o'clock at night. Going to Monday morning, well, midnight, minus 46. If you're on night shift in Yakutsk, and you're working outdoors, well, it's a feels like temperature of minus 53 degrees Celsius. I mean, there's not much wind. It's only a slight westerly at 1 miles per hour, so the air will be rather stagnant and foggy and frosty and cold. In fact, it is foggy, yes, I just noticed it is foggy there. I thought it might be with such a low temperature and such little wind it would be foggy. Should I increase the size of this a wee bit for you, so you can see what the hell I'm doing? Yes, let's not click that too hard, Annie. So, yeah, minus 53. I don't want these wavy lines coming across the computer screen, but I'm sure you can see this. So then we go through Monday morning at minus 46, minus 44, minus 41. And I mean, we'll probably by late December into January, we'll probably get down to minus 50, minus 60. Sometimes it goes down to minus 70. In this part of the region of the world. But let's see if there's anything lower than in the coming days. I think minus 44, minus 46 is about our lowest. Yes. It is pretty chilly. So if you think what's happening in the UK at the moment, and you're standing on your doorstep having a cigarette and thinking, well, it's damn chilly standing here for 5 minutes. Just spare a thought for these people who are in this part of the world who have to endure these temperatures for months, and almost pitch dark as well. There's not much light, especially the further north you go in Siberia. There's increased darkness, almost to the point there's no light at all. This is a major city. I mean, this is not a rural village. This is a massive city in Siberia. And the Met Office are not giving you other. I've put in a couple of things. I've put in Sevastopol, and it said it's not recognised. So I put in. See, we don't have any matches for Sevastopol. Well, it does exist, and I dare say they're not including it because it's back in Russian hands. It's part of the Crimea, you see. Let's see if Donetsk is in here. Ah, well, that's in Russian hands as well, but they've got it down as in Ukraine's territory. Doesn't seem right, does it? I wonder what they're saying about Odessa. Odessa's always been, well, since the late 19th century, it's been in Russian hands, apart from a few years ago when Ukraine got its independence after the fall of the Soviet Union. Yes, it's telling me Odessa's in Ukraine. Well, that's not entirely correct, Met Office. Perhaps I need to write to you and tell you to keep up with things. Clearly, most of Crimea, up to the point of Odessa, has been reclaimed in the last couple of years with all the nonsense that's been going on in that part of the world. But anyway, I'm not here for political chat. I'm here just to outline some of the temperatures that we get in this part of the world. Let's see if Vladivostok, what they're doing up there at the moment. Oh, they're giving you Vladivostok, so they're not being awkward. They're just maybe not wanting to give you any temperatures for Odessa or at least Sevastopol, so you're not encouraging you to, take a flight there for a long weekend or something, Well, so what have we got here? It's not bad at all, is it? In fact, it's bloody colder in Scotland than it is in Vladivostok at the moment. Of course, it's by the coast, isn't it? And you can, it's not far from North Korea. It's quite close to the Chinese border, North Korean border, so Vladivostok. Yeah, so I'd always wanted to take the train from Vladivostok to Moscow. It was one of my bucket list things I wanted to do. I'd booked up to go to Moscow 2 years ago, I think it was. Was it 2 years ago? Maybe 3 years ago. And it's a very complex way of getting there. You've got to be invited. The requirement of the visas, you have to be invited. So I had to get the people in the hotel that I booked with to invite me to go and stay with them. So they duly sent back an invitation. Of course, it was all in Russian. But I had to take that to the Russian embassy, or the consulate. And it was such a complex way of doing things. And so I eventually called off. I was flying from Edinburgh to London Heathrow to Helsinki in Finland, and then I was going to be flying from Finland to Moscow with Finnair. Well, the whole thing was Finnair from Heathrow. But then I called the airline and said I've decided to cancel. So, well, sorry to hear that. Well, thank you very much for letting us know. We'll give your seat to someone else. I said, well, what about my refund? Oh, did you not read the small print? I said, what bloody small print? She says, you got a special deal for these flights because, well, that was it. You had to be on it. So I lost the bloody money. I couldn't believe it. I thought, fucking. I said, well, tell you what, I'll come to Helsinki. I'll go and get myself some accommodation arranged for Helsinki. No, you can't do that. The flight is all the way from London to Moscow, and from Moscow back to London via Helsinki. Yes, but I'll get off at Helsinki. He says, no, it's all part of the same flight. I said, no, well, surely I can get off if I want. She says, no. So I emailed the customer service department. It came back exactly the same information. No, it was all part of the same flight. And, I mean, I've done this when I was trying to get to Beirut as well. I bloody booked up to go to Beirut, and where was that now? And yeah, it must have been 4 or 5 years ago, 2018 or 2019, I think it was. Now I was heading to Beirut, and then someone says to me, well, if you go there, you'll be put on a watch list. I said, what do you mean? And she said, well, you're not really meant to be going to these places. So I thought, well, let's not chance it. Let's not chance it at all. I says, let's cancel. Fortunately, I didn't lose any monies on that particular trip. Where are we sitting? Oh, we're in Vladivostok at the moment. Anyway, I wasn't going to make this a long vlog, but isn't it interesting to see that we are actually colder? But I say I'm not as cold as Yakuts, which must be awful for these people in many respects. I had worked with a gentleman who worked in the marine offshore business, not in oil, merchant shipping basically, but he spent a lot of time getting flown out to the likes of Odessa and stuff like that, and he said to me that when you're in that part of the world in the winter time, basically Yakuts would be why am I not getting this? Good, I need to get this sorted out. He says basically when you're there, you can chuck a cup of boiling water into the air, and it immediately evaporates. And I thought that can't be correct, but I understand that's true. You literally boil water into a cup and throw it, and they can't switch the car engines off. If they go shopping, they've got to keep their cars running. If they turn the engine off, the batteries freezes immediately. So they've got to, everybody's going around in their cars, all, what do you call that thing? I can't remember the name just now, Annie. But I think it's illegal to do it in this country, to sit with your engine muttering away when you're not in the vehicle. Idling, I think it's called, idling the engine. The bloody Nationalists made that illegal, the Greens at least made that illegal in Scotland. You now get a fine for that, you see. But how to enforce it, I don't bloody know. Because there's some stipulation where you can, the stipulations that if you're trying to defrost your window, for example, in the car, then you're allowed to idle your motor. But you're not allowed to go to your shopping and leave it sitting idling in the supermarket car park, but who the hell would anyway? Unless, of course, you're in your Yakuts. But anyway, I thought I would just bring this to your attention. So, Tuesday, -42, -43, -44, but let's, Saturday afternoon, what have we got tomorrow? -27. Well, that's today, Andy. Come on. So, yes, it's already Saturday over there, is it? Yes, it will be. So, yeah, Saturday afternoon, spending some time with friends or something, -28. Feels like -33. I'm sure with the temperatures getting down to -60, that probably doesn't feel that cold. And they're probably just going about with a light sweater or something on. Cardigan or something like that. So I'll keep you posted. If I see it hitting below -50 any time over the next few weeks, I'm sure to give you a fresh upload. Sorry, it's just a screen that you're looking at, but it's better to show you what I'm doing. But there we go. Thank you.